Let's start with a progression. This is a mix I came up with of Lou Reed's Vicious and Screaming Trees' Dying Days. The first two bars are just to get acquainted with the chord changes, so practice these first two bars before tackling the last two. If you want to get results fast, try to focus on only the most difficult part. If you're having a hard time memorizing a chord, try to get it in position as fast as possible and repeat in quick succession, this way. By the same token, if you're having difficulties changing between a chord and the next, try to change between them in quick succession, this way. In general, if say bar 59 is giving you trouble, focus only on that bar until you get it right. Don't start over every time. I know it sounds crazy to repeat the same handful of notes for 30 minutes straight, but it's the only way to get results fast. Now, you don't need to play the exercises of this video very fast, just try to make the chord changes fast. Also, if you want to give your fingers a workout, practice on an acoustic guitar. The next exercise is gonna hurt. This will be a mix of chord progressions with some interesting rhythmic voicings. Since we're still using all major chords, it will have a 70s rock feel to it. You know, Led Zeppelin, David Bowie, Creedence. Keep practicing on this one until you get it right, it isn't easy. The next chord progression is a very common one found throughout music. It's the 1-4-5 chord progression. Numbers are used because it can be transposed in any key. In the key of G major, we will have G as the first chord, then C, count G, A, B, C, and then D as the fifth chord. G as the first chord, C as the fourth, and then D as the fifth. In the key of C instead, we will have C major as the first chord, then F major as the fourth, C, D, E, F, and then G as the fifth chord. See? F, G. But we won't be playing it in the key of C because of the barré chord of F major, which is particularly tricky to pull off if you're a beginner. So let's play the chord of G major, the chord progression of the 1-4-5 chord progression of G major using a shuffle rhythm. I know it didn't sound like much, but consider this more of a music theory building block than anything else. We'll get back here with blues chord progressions, because a blues chord progression is a 1-4-5 chord progression that uses dominant 7 chords rather than major chords. The 1-4-5 chord progression can be also played with minor chords, or in the case of the minor blues, with minor 7th chords. The classical 1-4-5 major chord progression is used extensively in many happy folk songs all around the world, depending on the country. Keep playing and practicing the exercises of this video, as in the next one we'll be mixing major and minor chords. We'll also start playing arpeggios. See you then.